Welcome to Fire Moon Tarot with Dainty Doe. And today we have a Pickah Stickah reading. This will be a love reading. This is a free-for-all, whatever comes out. And I have two things for you to choose from. You can either pick a sticker or you can choose a deck that calls to you. This will be the first time I'm using this deck, I think, on camera. This is the Transparent Tarot. I really like it. It's really interesting. So here are the stickers, just because I do yap in the beginning. To minimize the yapping, we'll get straight into it. For the Mystic Soul Tarot, we have the Mystic Soul symbol sticker. I believe that's what this is. It's the Hamza, but I got it from the same website, the same Cactus Moon. That's where I got this from. We have the Coloring Tarot for Stickah 2. Stickah 1 is the Mystic Soul. Stickah 2 is the Coloring Tarot. And this is the sticker. I got this from an indie seller when I was in San Antonio, Texas. So I don't know the name of the woman, but I love the sticker. And then we have another sticker from Mystic Soul. And this is with the Transparent Tarot. So choose your sticker. And once you pick your sticker, we can get started. Let's move these other piles out the way. Oh! I'm a ridiculously anxious person, so this is what you'll get. I'm gonna actually start. This will be a love reading, so I'm gonna start with Love Oracle. This is the Tales from the Heart Oracle. Let's see what tales your heart wants to tell. What's going on in Stickah 1's love life? Let's see. Okay. So very quickly, very early on, we already know what's going on here. You're healing a heartbreak, Stickah 1. You are, it's a tough heartbreak as well. Like, there's a lot of crying, but it seems like you're gonna turn that right on its head. Clearly you're gonna leave the situation that you're in because it's hurting you, but you're gonna be cold before you go. You're gonna cut all communication. You're gonna stop talking to this person. You're gonna probably go silent treatment, and not in the narcissistic way, in the protect my energy way of like, I'm not going to deal with you. You present harm. You are a threat to me. So I'm going to walk right away from this. I'm going to walk right away from this. Okay. I'm now going to, maybe I should leave this here. Yeah, I'll leave this here. Oop, a card fell out. I guess it wants to, yeah. I was going to say, how will we know who this person is? And that card came right out. So there you go. They're regretful of what they did, but, you know, sometimes regret isn't enough. Oop. And they're really thinking about it. It's heavy on their mind. It's heavy on their conscience, but they still feel the attraction and they still long for you, but you gotta go. Now, you have already left. They put you through the ringer. You had to ice them out, and now you're already gone. And this is definitely more of their feelings here. Their regret, they're obsessed with it. They feel like they're constantly thinking about how they hurt you and what they could have done differently. And they still are very much attracted to that thing. They liked watching you walk away. Not that you're walking away, but they liked the view from behind. It's not funny. But let's get more into this energy and see. I'm actually going to turn these just because be easier to see. You know, you'd think I'd edit all this out. I'm not. I'm going to try to, but truth be told, I probably won't. So let's see if we can get more from this. Let's see if we can get more. What is going on in your love life? Whatever wants to come out. Okay. It's telling me middle of the deck, so yeah, that tracks. You know what it could be too? Possibly is this person tried to probably neg you or do something to bring you closer to them. Their plan failed miserably, miserably. And they could have saved everything by just being in balance with you, by just being an equal partner in the relationship. Wheel of Fortune, time heals all, you know. Close the cycle, start something else. Let's move the sticker. Possibly over here, if it stays in frame. If it doesn't, I'll put it back after. Knight of Pentacles, okay. So, bottom of the deck. So, this is a deep betrayal. And whenever I see, so the sign of Scorpio usually is, Scorpios usually transform based on hurt. Something has to push them forward. Some kind of huge emotional reaction pushes them forward, right? And that's what Pluto asks of us, is to take that emotion and transmute it, turning into something else. And it looks like you might have done that. You might be currently right now in your healing era, but you are seeding. You are seeding. You are seeding. You are seeding. You are looking, you're sowing because you're looking to reap later, right? This betrayal changed something in you. This betrayal opened your eyes to something not only about that person, but about yourself. And they probably really thought they were getting one over on you. They were like, yeah, I got Stickah one. They're never going to leave me. Like, I did this, I did that. I lied to them. I tricked them. I made them believe that I was going to be their one and only. Meanwhile, and it looks like they might have lied to you about money. It looks like maybe they may have taken money from you. Let's get more on that, because I see pentacles and I see, let's see. What did this person, what happened to Stickah one? What did they do to Stickah one? Oop, we got 2 cards turned over. We'll take them. Queen of Wands, 3 of Swords, 3 of Wands, yeah. Why is it always cheating? You know, like, you gotta do something else. It's always cheating. Now, wait, hold on. Yeah. And you know what? This is what I'm seeing. This all started with a tiny little fight. They got mad at you. You got mad at them. You guys were going back and forth a little bit. You walked away hurt, heartbroken. When I see the 5 of Cups, I always think like, it's not necessarily missed opportunity, but like, you got saved from something. Like, because in the original cup, one of the cups that spilled over is, in the original imagery, the Rider-Waite, one of the cup has green liquid in it. So it kind of implies that it's poison. So like, you lost 2 cups that were good, but within those 2 cups, well, you lost 3 cups, but only 2 of those cups were good. One was poison, which means this relationship probably was going to hurt you in the long run anyway. And you definitely got out sooner than that person thought you would. You definitely made your exit quicker than it thought you would. But the 2 sixes after this lets me know that things on your way out, things are turning around for you in a much more positive way. And not only that, whatever this person tried to do, they really thought that they were, because like the Page of Wands is like a lot of energy, right? Like initiation, starting something, being creative. But what the Page of Wands also is like, what's the word? Like, you can't really, it's energy you can't really rein in. It's like wild energy. And that's usually how I read the Page of Wands in reverse. And I think this definitely came out in reverse. Even though I don't read reversals, my decks never have that mixture. But this is definitely a lower vibrational energy of a Page of Wands. Yeah. It's, and the thing is, it's only one person here. It's possibly a younger person, possibly a fire sign. We also have the Knight of Pentacles, which is, again, well, who knows if it's younger, but the Page and the Knights are usually like between like 20 and 40, like, or let's be more generous, 20 and 35, right? So it's 2 younger people dealing with, and you could be the Knight, right? You could be the one past your page stage and now in your sowing stage, because you know that there are good things for you to reap with the Wheel of Fortune coming over here. And there's nothing that is forever, right? Time heals everything as long as you put in the work to heal that. And when we first turned this card over, the Death card was at the bottom of the deck. That's definitely transformational energy. That's definitely changing your situation to benefit you in the long run. This is a little crazy because even though it's heartbreak and it's cheating, were you blindsided by this? Was this like, oh, you were completely, utterly shocked? Oh, a card came out. Ten of Swords. Deep betrayal. Was it someone you knew? Was it someone you knew? Wow. So, the Knight of Swords. What's on the bottom? The Queen of Wands. You knew who this person was that they cheated with. But you're definitely healing from this. Like, was there any closure in this? I don't know that there was. It looks like you just found out, shut everything down, and then left. Was there any healing? Like, was there any closure from this for you? I keep being called to pull from this deck again. I'm going to pull from the tarot. And oh! This is what flipped over. It's a lot of cards. I'm not going to take it, but okay. You didn't say a word. You took the information and you made your moves, and good for you. Listen, I am a proponent of silent leaving. Like, as long as you have enough proof for yourself, just do what you need to do. But was there any... No. And of course, the Devil would come out with obsession here. 2 cards. I pulled 1 and 2 came. So, a King of Cups and a Page of Cups. And when I pulled this, and my immediate thought was emotional manipulation. You didn't leave because, I mean, you didn't say anything, King of Pentacles. You didn't say anything because you knew that if you had any discussion with this person, they would rope you back in with that emotional manipulation. This is someone who is attempting to present themselves as the King of Cups, but they're really a page. They're immature. They're they don't have much wisdom behind their actions. They're going off like raw instinct of their ego and what they want rather than evaluating the entire situation. And again, another 3 of Cups, definitely a third party situation. Definitely another page wants to show itself. Yeah. This is a person that is, you know, I mean, I wouldn't say 30s is young. Younger, maybe younger than the collective if you were dealing with a younger person, but it doesn't feel like that. It feels like you guys were age mates, like you were in the same age group. Let me get from this, because this keeps calling to me. What does this person want you to know from this deck? They're definitely sending you a lot of energy with that obsession and chemistry. And they might even be more, they might be more interested because of how you move, because you didn't say anything, you didn't fight with them, you didn't argue with them, you didn't allow them to emotionally manipulate you. You simply learned what you learned and you made your moves, and you're healing on your own. You in the Caribbean, well, a specific country in the Caribbean, they say dog lick your wound in silence, right? So you're licking your wounds quietly on your own. Oh, that might be a saying all in multiple places. Okay, let's see. What do they want you to know? They're sorry. They genuinely are sorry that they did it. It was definitely an ego thing. They definitely wanted to be like, yeah, look, I got collective and I got my girl on the side, and they both, you know, unfortunately, and I will specify, the male energy is more inclined to do things for reputation and do things for the outside viewer, for the male gaze, rather than for what's right for them in their partnership. They are more inclined to do that. But this person realizes that this was really fucked up and they feel bad about it. They're genuinely sorry. Genuinely. But maybe even that is part of the emotional manipulation, right? Maybe the regret is part of the emotional manipulation, and that's why you didn't listen, because I'm asking what they want you to know from this deck, and nothing's coming out. But let's see what we can ascertain. Maybe you dream about them a lot, but you're protected by your ancestors from this person. And you know, a reading I did a while ago, which I don't even know if it's up on the channel yet. It might be, where these same 3 cards came out in this same order. I don't really like the term spirit team, but the people that are in your life, the energies that are in your life, helping to guide you, are asking you to walk away from this person. They're asking you to keep going forward. Keep going forward. No need to continue on. No need to revisit it. The person, they may be sorry, but I don't know if they're going to do anything for that. I don't know that. Let me ask. You may not assume. Do they plan to do anything? I'm going to look up my fair lady. But you see, the bottom of the deck is wrong turn. I'm going to look up my fair lady and see what that is. Okay. Yeah. Universal karma, constantly thinking, oh, wrong one. Universal karma, the karma card. Someone getting their karma, be it good or bad. Collective. In this moment, they might only be coming back or trying to apologize or show regret because they got hurt on the other side of this. If you were the only one crying about it, if they could go on happily ever after with their outside party, I don't know that they would be. Would they be sorry? Let me ask. Nope. Oh, well, wait. They might still be sorry. They would still be sorry and they would want to talk. But not just talk. They kind of want to fight about it a little bit. I don't know if you can see. They kind of want to fight about it a little bit. And maybe that's how they know how to resolve. They don't know how to sit quietly and have a conversation and really pour out how they feel and their motivations for doing what they were so that they can work on those motivations and not repeat the behavior. They just think that a nice fight is enough. Like, let's just argue about it and then get all the energy out. And then, that Page of Wands, like that rah, 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 but not to a really great resolve. You know what I mean? This is a tough one, collective, because, you did the right thing by walking away. And your life decisions is entirely up to you, right? However you choose to govern yourself, that's entirely up to you. But I do want you to know this. Let me ask if you might be inclined to return. Would the collective give this another chance? And they might be reaching out to talk to you if they're not blocked. And I saw a peek of the Queen of Swords, and the Ice Queen is there, so you might have blocked them. And you know what I find? Sometimes when you move in a way that protects yourself, that irks other people and it makes them want you more, which is disturbing. But it's definitely like, oh, I don't get to just sit in your energy and play in your feelings. You're not going to allow that? Well, now I'm more intrigued. And it's like, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? You know what I'm saying? That kind of thing. If my face is in the camera, I'm going to leave that in. But yeah, would the collective take this person back? What would the collective do if they were giving a sincere apology? I don't know, collective. I don't know. That Nine of Wands is giving, let them feel let them feel their decision. Let them feel the repercussions. Let them, that karma. Yeah, the collective doesn't want to fight about this. They just want to heal. One more. See, they just want to, and listen, there's no conversations to have here. The collective is over it. They're hurting and they want to heal. They want to take this energy and make it into something more beautiful for them. They just want to heal. Collective, I'm really proud of you. I'm really effing proud of you. A lot of people don't do that. They stay in the situation. They don't leave. They stay in the situation. They fight. They argue. And then the cycle begins again. You saw what you needed to see. You closed the cycle immediately with that Wheel of Fortune. You were like, I'm done. You closed the wheel. You walked away. Dunzo. And then, let's see. Let's pull some. This is my little, let me put it back in. So we have I, or is that a 1? I think that's an I. 7, E, 3, 1, C, Z. Let's see. Get you a little dice. See if the dice means anything there. I didn't really throw those, but I feel like that's right. 5, 4, 6, or is that a 9? Who cares? That's definitely a 6. 5, 4, 6. That's for you. And look, 13 is here. That's a death card. I think 18 is the Wheel of Fortune too. I might be wrong. Don't quote me on that one. I never know the card numbers. Other than like the first 5 cards, I don't know any of the other card numbers. Okay. And then let's get you some charms, collective, and let's close you out for Stickah 1. Just gonna, oh God. Oh, mayhem. If you only see what's going on here. First out, we have the shell. These are your, okay, you had to show your face. Oh, I love this guitar pick. We have a skull. We have another skull right there. We have 2 dominoes for you. We have another shell. Oh, we have an arrowhead. I love that. I look at the coin. We have some kind of tooth. This might be obsidian. We have a bone. We have a mushroom. We have a moon and an owl. We have a little bit of acorns, which the first thing that came out was this big acorn, but I didn't take it. Something else has fallen. We got you a button, and then we have you the letter U, which is you. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, you're gonna get heard. This is all the jingling happening. So many just fell. They want to be heard. The moon again. We got a little witch hat. We have the plague doctor's mask. We have a bat. We have another mushroom. Did you used to cook with this person a lot, collective? And we have a frog. So, whatever that means to you, this was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Okay, let me pause so I can, oh God, these old bones. Welcome, Stickah 2, to your love reading, whatever comes out. I hope this is in frame. If it's not, let me see. Guys, I'm a work in progress, okay? My lighting is not the best. There might be some auditory disruptions. But hey, sometimes you just got to work through your challenges, right? This is the coloring tarot for Stickah 2. Just gonna get started here on what wants to come out. What messages do we have for Stickah 2 in their love life? Whatever wants to come out. Okay. The pleading man. We got a beggar on our hands. Holding on. Lies do you tell. Bottom of the deck. Lovely pictures. Oh. Collective. I want to look up holding on. So immediately, just off like plainly like the words, I want to see lies you tell. Hold on. Lies, convinced that lies are being told to cover the truth. A suspicious person. Okay, this is what I thought, because it felt like in this picture the person looks very genuine. But let's look at the pleading man again. I mean, as well. Begging for forgiveness. Okay. Holding on, lies you tell the pleading man. Collective, this is you. Now, what did you do? Well, you were cutting up in these streets, Collective. And your partner is suspicious, Collective. Your partner is suspicious, and they might have found a picture. Because these two women don't look the same. But these two do. Did the outside person figure out you have a main person? Huh, Collective? My first thought was someone is looking at your picture. But you might be looking at their picture. You, Collective, what did you do? Do I need to get ready to give you lashes? Fell. I said, do I need to get ready to give you lashes? Collective. Now, around these parts, I do not believe that my collective is always in the right. Because y'all are human. And sometimes y'all be behaving very badly. And you watching to see if whoever you hurt knows. They know. They know. You lied and they know. Now what you lied about, I don't know yet. Let's see if we can get more insight on that. Collective. You're going to apologize. Maybe you've been stringing this person along because you have two people deciding on what they want. Play hard. Yeah. You're in your player era, Collective. And you are stringing someone along. Maybe you're stringing them along because it's not another person. Let's look what's under that. Oh. Let me see more here. We're gonna delve into the tarot for this one. We gotta see more here. That addiction card comes out a lot, but addiction can be anything. You can be addicted to a person, and maybe that's the thing. Let's see. Let's get more on this. What is going on with the collective and what they may or may not have done. Collective. I usually shuffle again. Page of Cups. Apology, apology, apology. Collective, you are very sorry for what you did. Yeah. King of Wands on decision. Five of Cups. Collective, do you have a drinking problem? Do you drink a little bit more than you should? Are you drinking in excess? And this person may have, your partner may have, be like, hey, are you struggling? Like, and you lie to them. Oh, no, I'm fine. Like, I don't have any issues. Like, I don't have a problem with drinking. But they're suspicious still. And they think you play too hard. Like, you party too hard. Collective, what is this? Hold on. Is this truly an addiction thing? Your partner is suspicious and you continue to lie to them. Queen of Wands. Partnership. Ace of Cups. Let's put you over here. Let's pull you all a little bit over because I need the space. Page of Coins. There's a lot of people involved in this. Yeah, this is a drinker. We've got a drinker in our hands, folks. There's a lot of people involved in this, and they're all kind of like, in a way, protecting you from yourself because they're not being... The people around you, collective, aren't being honest with you about your drinking. Your partner is. He or she recognizes the patterns. They're like, you drink a lot. Like, you're not, this is not just like fun drinking. You're drinking a lot. And they want you to know that they're aware, and they want to be here to help you. And maybe your drinking could lead to outside things. But this is definitely, we got a lot of cups out here. I mean, it's a lot of emotion, but also like with this devil energy at the bottom, King of Coins, there's a lot of people not being honest with you, and you're okay with that. And there's only one person being like, hey, this might be an issue for you. Let's get more on this. I can read that as, you know, a happy relationship coming down the line, happy family, happy life. But there's a cup in everywhere. There's cups everywhere. This is drinking. This is drinking. See? And it only leads to heartbreak. And maybe the drinking, maybe you're like a great partner when you're sober. Like, you're wonderful, you're emotionally aware, you're compassionate, you're there. And then the minute you get a few shots in you, a beer or two in you, you turn into this hurtful, callous person. Temperance being here, right on top of the Ace of Cups. I mean, it could be, okay, I'm gonna try to be generous. Let me switch it, right? Let me switch it. It's not an addiction. Let me ask specifically. I'm going to roll the dice. If it's an addiction, we will get an even number. If it's a drinking problem, we'll get an even number. If it's not, and I'll do a fair dice. I'll do a regular old dice. If it's not, we'll get an odd number. No for odd, meaning this is a relationship issue, right? Yes for even. The collective has a drinking problem. Okay, let's roll the dice on it, literally, because it could go either way, right? This could be the energy of a relationship and a family, right, with the 10 of Cups. But I can't ignore the Oracle cards, and maybe a part of me is like, want to be, and this is the problem. There's so many people in your life wanting to be positive about it and not want to see you in this light of like you're an addict, that they're bending over backwards to try to say that this is not what's going on, like I'm doing right now, getting ready to roll a dice. The dice says no. The dice says it's not drinking. So what? I said I was going to bank it on the dice. But collective, only you know what's going on. And if it's simply just let me ask some more. Maybe you're addicted to another person. Maybe that's what the addiction is. Because the King of Wands is a player energy, right? And it says play hard. Okay. The drinking is a problem because it leads to bad behavior. And not just like, oh, you may crash a car. Not bad behavior like that. Like, you probably won't drink and drive, but you will take an Uber to a woman that you, or a man that you met at the bar. You'll take an Uber to their house, right? And you'll cheat, but only, see, two cards came out when I said that. Protect it and go slow. Intuition. Okay, I just realized what's happening. This reading is being intentionally confused. You know why? Oh my gosh, it is drinking. Oh my gosh. But it's not drinking for addiction. It just merged in my mind. Sometimes you need to let these things play out. Collective. You met someone and it felt like something real. And you were ready to go 110% all in. You went all in. You fucked up. with this Three of Swords here, I don't know what you did. Maybe you played the games you're used to playing with other people with this person, and this person said, I don't play these games, and they were gone before you could blink your eye. And you were so shocked by this. Maybe you tried to apologize, maybe you tried to make amends, and they were like, no, I'm not coming back for round 2 with you. And you are so hurt by this. Outwardly, you're faking the funk. Everything's fine. There's no issues. Like, everything's fine. But internally, this is what's going on. This is what you're showing everyone. And this is really what's happening. You are terribly sorry. You're in pain, but you don't want anyone to know. So you're putting up a front outwardly like everything's fine, but you are brokenhearted over the ending of this connection. And it doesn't look like it got much steam, because I see protected and go slow. This person was protected from you with their intuition, because intuition is down here, right? Under that is here and now. You felt like this person was your person. You felt like, oh my gosh, I've met my person, but you hadn't done the work to earn them. And so you came in with your same games that you played thinking, oh, it's going to work. And this person may have done their healing and taken care of themselves so that they could spot bullshit. They spotted your bullshit and said, yeah, I'm not doing this. You had an opportunity to make them like, okay, this is a real relationship. It's not a situationship. It's not friends with benefits. And you didn't take that opportunity. You let them, you kind of like strung them along a little bit. And a lot of people do that. You strung them along a little bit. And now you're really feeling the burden of that. Because they're out of your life. They walked away. They didn't stick around for you to hurt them. And they're out here healing. They're taking care of themselves. They're bringing balance back to their life. And you are stuck on them. Probably looking at old pictures of y'all being together. Yep. See, lovers and friends and rigged games. I didn't show this when it came out the first time because why didn't I show it? I think I shuffled again to pull the last card. I'm not sure. I did something, but I saw rigged games before and I didn't pull it out. And it's here again. It lets me know that you probably tried to... This could probably be like you have a control issue with the devil on the bottom of the deck. Like you wanted to be in full control, especially with the King of Wands here. You want to be in full control of the connection. You wanted it to go your way and in your favor rather than let the connection blossom and grow in its natural form the way it was meant to. The way the probably universe brought it together for both of you to grow. And because this person had already done their work and had, did some healing on their own, they spotted your bullshit. And the universe had already, because they done that work, their protection was like pre-installed. Their protection was already there. They were going slow. They were willing to put in the time to get to know you. And you wanted to speed things along. Do the same thing you're used to doing. And the universe said, absolutely not. You will not play with this person. Yoink! Out of your life. You didn't see it coming. You didn't expect it to hurt. And now you are terrified. You're hurting. You are low-key stuck. Let's get more on this. I didn't expect it to go this crazy for you. But you see, and this is what you did in this connection. You came in presenting one thing. You came in with one idea being shown to you, being shown to me. One energy I'm reading. And then as I dive deeper, as I pay attention, as I listen more closely, it's something else entirely. And this is what you did to this person, collective. And now they don't have time for your nonsense. They're not like all the other people that you played with before. They're not going to allow you to do that to them. And I think about the suspicious card. Like they're like, yeah, I don't think you are presenting yourself as who you really are. If you had came to them as your Page of Pentacles, as your Page of Cups. See, this is who you really are, a Page of Cups. But you came like a King of Wands. And this Queen of Wands with this Temperance, she was like, or he was like, I don't think that's what you're really about, but let's see. And as she or he watched and waited, they said, yeah, you're on some bullshit and I'm not playing with that. See, the Three of Wands, the Three of Swords over the Page of Pentacles gives me breadcrumbing. That's what that gives me, breadcrumbing. You probably tried to breadcrumb this person and they didn't allow it. They said, oh, I don't need crumbs. It's the loaf or nothing. And they walked out. And good for them. Good for them for not letting you play in their face, collective. And listen here. Listen here. This is a life lesson for anyone watching, cross watchers, whoever. You don't do this to people. If you are truly interested in them, come as your authentic self. Don't present something that you're not. If you're insecure about who you are as a person, or you don't know who you are as a person, leave this other person alone, find that out, sort yourself out, then come back to them. If this was what you thought it was, which here it says your soulmate is your true love is already part of your life. If you really believe that, collective, then you should do the work to be the best version of yourself that you could be for that person. I remember a couple years ago, I wrote a poem, and in that poem, I said, I won't be able to recognize you now. And I think I wrote something like, I'm gonna take this time while you're not in my life to heal myself so that when I do meet you, I'll be able to recognize you. And that is something I think everyone who wants this, like, a connection that is going to help them grow and become their best self, that's what you should be doing. You should be healing yourself so that when your person comes into your life, you can recognize who they are and you can honor the connection in a good way, in a loving way, in a compassionate, empathetic, in a way that honors both of you, not just in a way that is selfish, which is what you were trying to do. Because King of Wands can be very selfish, greedy, just stingy. The King of Wands is a player. And in order for you to not, like, a lot of people want to show up as the King of Wands, but they're really the Page of Cups. Be your Page of Cups. Whoever you're in connection with, if they don't appreciate you being your Page of Cups, leave that connection. Collective, I want to give you a lot. You're going to get so many lashes. Let me get some more on this. Let me get some more. What's going on here? What is this? That's what I'm going to ask the deck. What is this? I said that's what I'm going to ask the deck. What is this? And look at what came out. 3 of Coins. 9 of Wands. 6 of Wands. Yeah. Bottom of the deck. King of Swords. Collective, you were supposed to be sorting yourself out. Building strong boundaries for who you were. Working on your fitness. And I don't literally mean fitness. I mean, like, working on who you are as a person. Because the 3 of Coins talks about, like, mentorship, apprenticeship, learning a new skill, learning something, building yourself up on the earthly realm, in the earthly realm. And the 6 of Wands talk about success. You were supposed to take this journey on your own, see? Right? Get help along the way, obviously, with the 3 of Coins here. But this was a self journey and a solo journey. And you were supposed to do this so that you could be the best version of yourself when you met this person. But you didn't do that. You came in here playing games. And now you're... Remember I said this is why you feel stuck? Yeah. You got to do better. You got to do better for yourself. And you're not stuck. You still can go on this journey. This journey isn't closed off now. And you can still be successful at it. Now, will you get back the same person that you lost? Who knows? We don't know that. I can't tell you that. But it's worth it to go on the journey because then you get to be the best version of yourself. You get to be the best version of yourself. I mean, would this person take the collective back? And with the, you know what? They might. With the 6 of Wands here, they might. They might be like, okay, well, you know what? I see that you did a lot of... They might be emotionally mature enough to be like, to recognize the work that you did on yourself and help you. Help you further along on that journey. But you got to do this work on your own first. Let me see what to want. Would they take you back? Oh. Ancestors again. Now, this is the card about protection. Now, that's as if you're being genuine. Right? And this might be your ancestors wanting to work with you. This is really what this is. Because it landed on the 6 of Wands. Your ancestors want to work with you to get you to this next juncture of your life, collective. And you should be open to that. You should want that. I don't know if this person is going to take you back. I can't tell you that. I can ask, but I don't know. See? And that's why ancestors came out. This person is still protected from you. This person is still protected from you. Yeah. And they're not playing games. They have done too much work on themselves to let you come in here. To let you come in here and tear their tower up. Now, this could also mean surprise, right? This could also mean, oh, you'd be shocked at what the outturn is. But I'm going to look up dead peacocks. I'm going to see that one. Collective, I want more for you, and I think you need to want more for yourself. Dead peacocks. Let's see what that one is about. The death of one's ego. Someone is putting their pride and ego to the side. Egotism. Good. Good, collective. That's a great start. Get rid of this King of Wands energy. Be your Page of Cups so that you can go through the journey of being a Page of Cups, a Knight of Cups, a Queen of Cups, and then you get to be the King of Cups. Emotionally aware, emotionally secure, emotionally proud. You can lay your wands down and you can move on to calmer waters. Look at that. Look at that. Look at you get to be the magician at the end of this. You get to be the Hierophant at the end of this. Come on. Don't waste this opportunity. This person exiting your life after you played in their face was meant to teach you a lesson. And I hope you take that lesson and you learn it. Also, this is it. You probably tried to present yourself as a King of Wands because you wanted cheeks and they did not give it to you. And that's probably what you're learning. You don't always, this player energy isn't for everybody. Especially with you thinking that this was your person. You should have came to them as your most authentic self, collective. I'm a little disappointed in you. I'm going to say it. If no one said it, I'm disappointed in how you acted in this connection. And next time, do better. If you get a next time. And if you don't, you still deserve to live a life where you get to see yourself be the King of Cups. Still go on that journey. Still be successful. And your ancestors are telling you, you still get to see success on that journey. Okay? All right. That's all I got for you. Let me give you your charms and your whatnots. Let me give you your charm. Now, you got a dice mid-roll. And I'm glad I did the dice because it opened up the gates for something else. Now you got 4 dice. I don't think the last pile got 4 dice. We got 3. We got 7. We got 10. Wow. 10, 10, 10, 1. I'm not saying nothing to you. I'm going to let you say it to yourself because I think you know what these numbers mean. Let me leave them right here for you so you can look at them and they can look at you. Let me pull your... We got T, Z, 0, 5, C, U, no. And another mother... Listen. That's all I'm going to say is, I'm not going to give you too much. Let me get your trinkets and charms out, collective. I want to give you a lash, but I'm going to be nice about it. Oh, please. Okay. A lot fell, but okay, only the right hand, it's telling me, so. Up. A big old ball rolling away. Up. We got some kind of bone here. We got this one. This one came out in the last pile too. This one came out in the last pile too. A lot of bones. A lot of bones. We got R. We got the number 8. This is a Phoenix. Is it? Yes, this is a Scorpio card, Phoenix. Maybe the person you mess with a Scorpio. Maybe you're a Scorpio. But you know what the Phoenix is, right? The Phoenix self-immolates. It burns itself to rebuild and become its higher form. So I don't think that's by accident. We got a black rose. That's for your hurt. We got a little dragon. A widow pink dragon. We got a skull. The skull was in the last one too. Okay, this is not a skull that wants to stand up. I wonder what that's symbolic of. You not wanting to stand in your healing. A skull that don't want to stand, yeah. This one came out in the last one too. The number 8, the letter R. We got a moon and a wolf howling. We have an animal skull. And that's all I got for you. Okay, the feather. That's all I got for you, collective. All right, I'll see you in the next one. And do your healing work, please. Don't go rampaging through people's lives. Don't be anyone's tower. Okay? Welcome, Stickah 3. All right. This sticker says, I am worthy of abundance. I'm going to put it right here. And if you've seen my previous videos, you know that I usually just have my desk out. But I have this white cloth because of this tarot. This is called the transparent tarot, and let me show you what it does. Ain't that cool? So I put the white cloth down. It actually comes with the deck. I put the white cloth down so that you can properly see the cards. Now, I always pre-shuffle. So these have been pre-shuffled. And I'm going to shuffle again on camera. This is the first time I'm using this deck on camera, so I'm excited to see how it goes. Look at that shuffle. That's nice. That's nice. That's very nice. But let's see what is coming out, right? What messages of love, what tales from the heart can we get today? This is a love reading again, and Stickah 3, it's whatever comes out, whatever you need to know, or whatever you want to know, or whatever you're inquiring about. See, it's what you want to know. That's where the card flipped out. Friend request. So this is a friend, someone you know. Cold as ice. Maybe they've been a bit shut down. Skeletons in the closet. Oh, they're hiding something. They're hiding something. Sailing ship. Interesting. I wonder if they don't want you to know that they have feelings for you. That was my first thought. They want to talk, but they think that you're an ice queen. Is that what it is? Let me ask. Is that what it is? Wait, I want to look at this one. I'm just going to peek at this one. A little peek. I don't like that card. And that was supposed to be a peek. I'm going to look that one up. But let me do this one first, because I like to put this. Do you see the problems with this cloth? Which the deck that I'm actually using it for is now giving me more problems than. This is a friend of yours. They got a lot of skeletons in their closet. They got a lot they're hiding. All right. Let's see. A card has already fallen out. When I said let's see, a card, now I said it again. It came out again. Self-care. Okay, that's what you're doing. Finances and stability. Oh, maybe. Okay, and it's so funny because the abundance, I didn't flip it over. Gut feeling, yeah. So, okay, I'm going to say this. Collective, when I started Stickah 3, when I started this, whoever you thought about first, when these cards came out, whoever you thought about with friend requests, this is what you go with. You go with what you thought the first time. You have self-care, finances, stability. This person might be coming back into your life because they're struggling financially, and they might think that you would be able to help with that, even if it's just like insight. But they're hiding something. They're hiding something. And you see abundance here. You see that bottom of the deck that said that little peek I did, and it had this. I'm gonna look at that. Finances affecting this connection. Okay. Special recipe. I don't think I've ever pulled that card before. And this is supposed to be a friend. Let's see what special recipe says. I skipped a page. Special recipe. Ill intentions. Someone is heavily plotting against you and or your relationship. Spell work may be involved. Okay. We're going to get more on that. And you know what's funny? I wasn't even going to flip this card, and I just, at the last minute, was like, let me just take a peek. And what's under it? Heart attack. Yeah. I think there may be, I never want to go down the route of spell work, because I just feel like those things don't have power, because we are in control of our own actions, and we can still make the decision to push forward and do things. And you know, we control our thoughts, right? And I also know that someone being hateful towards you can negatively affect you. And that ill intention can be them talking badly about you, spreading rumors about you, you know. And those things, unfortunately, those things do affect how people show up, how people will show up for you, how they will understand you and interpret you. Unfortunately, you know, People will be smiling to your face, and the minute your back is turned, they're like, oh yeah, collective is this, oh yeah, Stickah 3 is that, oh yeah, da 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 da. And those things, a lot of people, because our brains are, you know, unfortunately wired to lean towards negativity, those things stick out more than whatever positive impressions you may give them, right? But this is someone that, let me see, is this, I mean, it's definitely, is it a romantic? Like, is this person looking at you in that way? This friend? Soul ties. Oh, big yikes. This is a person you had a physical connection with. You've moved on because, maybe because of this, the financial instability, and they're not happy with that. And maybe because you found out things about them that you didn't like. They hid a lot of stuff. You probably blocked this person, or you're not talking to them, and they're using this as justification for the other card. They're using that as justification for how they're treating you, or how they're going about their thoughts about you, their negative thoughts about you. Let's get more. Let's go to the tarot. Right? Let's see what the tarot. Let's get the tarot involved in this. I hate that I reference so much. Oh, a card has already come out. Card 17, I believe, is the Star. Well, this is very good because it says to me that you're healing. You're hopeful, and you're not letting other people's perception of you or thoughts of you hold you back. It also means this person is hopeful that they can come back into your good graces, but I don't know that you're gonna. Oh, yeah. Oh, so let me tell you something about this. So I'm actually going to do it the way that it shows you in the book. You overlay the cards. So it's like that. The hope shines brightest, but they definitely, their intention was definitely to cause bare minimum delays in your life. You know, bare minimum to cause delays, but probably to cause harm. But that didn't really quite come to be. And you may be feeling burdened and bogged down. And if you're not, that means you're doing a great job of healing. Because the healing card, the Star card, is much bigger and brighter than this one. This one's small. It's in the background. It's taking up a little bit of space. Not enough to really do the damage this person may have tried to do or wanted to do, right? And this is, you know, the Six of Swords has come out in every pile. And this is moving on to calmer waters. Now, I know it shows like a person actually in a boat, but that boat can be internal. That boat can be within you. You are your own boat, right? You can be finding that calm within yourself so that you don't have to worry about anybody else's negativity getting in the way of who you are, who you want to be, what you want to do. And that's a great thing. That's a very great thing. So let's see if what they did had much effect at all, if any. I mean, with the Star card being the first card out, I doubt it. Let's see, though. This is the Eight of Pentacles. So it affected your work. And this could be somebody at work. Oh, it's someone at work. It's someone at work. In the bottom of the deck, I know it's really hard to see, but this is, this is the moon. This is the moon. So you might already know. Well, you don't know. It's being hidden from you. The person's being hidden from you. But it's definitely work related. It's someone that you've either worked with and they felt like they were really deeply connected to you and they wanted to get in the way of your progress. But why? Why did they want to get in the way of your progress? Why did they want to? Oh. The Knight of Wands. They wanted to clap them cheeks, collective. Yeah. Look how he's holding that thing. They wanted to make an offer of maybe they wanted to, you know, get some action going on, and just that, make it just action. And maybe you're not that type of person. That's just not your vibe. That's just not your... Can we get more on why? Oh my gosh. So this person could sense that you are someone deep in their life, someone they were meant to meet and meant to possibly be in a connection with. I want to read soul tie. But they could not decide on what they wanted. So they decided to come at you as the Knight of Wands, saying, hey, let's just get some things cracking. Let's just get a little, let's just get the waters going. And you said, cold as ice. And maybe they're the type of person that comes money first. And that usually works for them by presenting money first and luring people in with money. And maybe they do have money. But they can't like just give it to you the way they want you to lure you in. But what they couldn't see, which is... I'm going to pull the next card. Y'all going to have a good laugh at this. I don't know if you can already see the next card. What they couldn't see was money was never your lure. You want your own. You see this Eight of Pentacles? That is working towards your own building yourself from the ground up. And so they thought, okay, I'm going to lure collective in. I'm going to lure Stickah 3 in with, here's your sticker, with money. And that didn't work. And so they got upset at that. Even though they felt a deep connection, they still wanted it only to be physical. And they got upset at that they couldn't lure you in. And decided, I want to do the skeletons. Decided they're going to go the nasty route with that card we pulled. Yeah. That's some wicked work, ain't it? Ain't that terrible? You're not even being your best self to this person. You're coming at them with some BS. And then you're mad that they don't want to play your BS game. You know what? That sounds so similar to Stickah 2. They came at you with the bullshit. Hold on, collective. This is getting crazy. Hold on. I want to do soul ties and who do you love? Hold on. Soul tie, having an emotional or spiritual connection with someone that seems unbreakable, a karmic connection. Now, see, this is what they thought of you. Not they hijacking this reading too? Oh my God. But this reading definitely, it's coming more honest. They're definitely coming more with themselves in this reading. Who do you love? This is torn between two lovers, confusion, indecision. Now this person is partnered? How dare you come at the collective with the bullshit? No, unacceptable. Unacceptable. Let's pull this next card. You see that? Five of Pentacles. That's financial instability. Let's see. The relationship can withstand the test of time. Okay. The finances is affecting the relationship because that's how they came at you. They led with money. You're not a money person. That's not how you go. Let me just pull something from the middle. Just anything from the middle. Do you see how the pentacles keep coming out? Now we got the Seven of Pentacles. You reap what you sow. This person sowed lack mindset. They sowed poverty. And maybe that's why they were drawn to you. Because they thought, oh, this looks like somebody that needs help. I can provide that help. And it didn't quite pan out the way that they thought. Because maybe what you needed wasn't financial help. Maybe what you needed was in the soul tie. You see, it says karmic connection. So karmic connections to me, they offer a couple things. They allow you to, the person reflects back to you the things that you need to work on with yourself and vice versa. And you have to then take that, look at it right here. Pick that baton up and go forth. Hold on, let me move these up. I'm going to start a new pile and just lay them on top of each other. Look, I just want you to see how all of the stuff is like mixed, right? Look at where the burdensome energy is. This is all lay on top of each other. You walking away, you working on yourself. And then the burdensome energy is facing towards this way, facing towards the Ten of Wands is facing towards this energy, this person. And look at all the indecisiveness, the lack mindset, the Knight of Wands energy, and the reaping what you sow. They're all right here, and you're in the middle. You're centered. You're balanced. Now we got the Ace of Wands coming out. It was definitely sexually fueled. This person was definitely coming in with very much like, I don't know what YouTube will allow. So I just want to keep it, you know what I mean? Right? And you weren't on that type of time. You weren't on that time. And rather than respect that, understand, hold on, I've encountered someone, I assess them this way. It turns out they're not this way. Let me change connections. Let me change course. And maybe that's what they thought. Maybe what they thought was when they encountered you, they thought, oh, I'm not going to waste my time with this because they're not going to give me what I want in the way I want it. And they went after something else. And maybe it didn't pan out the way that they would have liked it to. But you were still on your journey, right? Let's see more about what this person's true intentions were. I like how this deck shuffles too. True intentions. True intentions. We got a flipper. Oh, we got a lot came out. True intentions. They wanted to be your King of Pentacles, which that's another card that's come out in every reading. This is someone at work. You work with this person. How many pentacles can come out? Every single pentacle is almost on the deck. We're only missing the Queen, I think. We got the Three of Pentacles. And we got the Six of Pentacles. Oh, collective. This is a sad one for you. Well, not for you, for the person. And then the Queen of the Queen of Swords and Cold as Ice. Okay, these two girlies, they go together real bad. Okay, this person, I think it was a soul connection. I think the soul tie assumption that they made was correct. I think they saw it before you did, or maybe you never saw it. They saw it though, and rather than go towards the connection that would empower them, make them feel strong, make them heal, or help them to heal. Like I said, karmic connections are meant to reflect things about yourself. And if you're willing to learn the lesson, if you're willing to do the work, you can come out of it better. It doesn't mean it's going to last forever. It doesn't mean that you guys are going to end up together. But I don't know that that's true for this connection. This connection could have been something that was meant to last. You see, it came out here. The relationship can stand the test of time. But their skeletons in their closet wasn't going to allow that. You coming out as the Queen of Swords, them coming out as the King of Pentacles, them intentionally making your life a little bit harder because they couldn't get what they want from you. What a sore loser. Honestly, be better. What a sore loser to just be like, okay, I came up with this plan. It didn't work. Let me leave it alone. You can't even leave it alone. You can't even leave it alone. And that's really sad. That's really sad. That's sad for everyone. Because they could have been a benefit for you too, collective. With the Six of Pentacles here, this is giving and receiving. This is balance, right? So maybe you were having financial hardships and they could have helped you out. But they wanted to exchange that financial hardship for that wand. If you know what I'm saying. If you get my drift. If you're picking up what I'm putting down, collective. Stickah 3, they wanted to get sticky with you. And you wouldn't allow that. And I respect that. And they should too. But rather than respect that, they took that as a slight. They went in the complete opposite direction and said, well, let me upturn this hoe's life because I don't like that she told me no. Or he told me no. Crazy work. Crazy work here. Let's get more on you, collective. Where are you going now? As a Queen of Swords, what do you got going on? Ooh, a card came right out. Page of Swords. You're trying to sort out that you're doing some inner child work, it looks like. This literally looks like a child version of the Queen of Swords, like literally. I love this deck. This is the first time I'm using it, and I'm enthralled. I love how the messages layer, and it's, oh goodness, this is nice. 15, the devil. You are not allowing anything to tie you down. 6 of Swords. Keep working on it. This has the same energy of the 10 of Wands. Ooh, I was going to say, in my mind, I was saying one last card for the collective. And look what fell out. The goddamn sun. Card 19. Wait, is that the sun? Hold on. Hold on. I might. Card 19 has got to be the sun. What else could it be? I mean, if it's not the sun, I'm a crazy person. Yes, card 19 is the sun. Let me see if I got the moon right, too. Yep. When I showed you guys the moon, that was card 18. And let's see if card 17 is the star. Yep. Oh, so maybe I do know the numbers. I just don't know that I know the numbers. Okay. But also the pictures were pretty self-explanatory. Collective, this is wonderful news. You are working towards your happiness and you're not allowing yourself to be shackled by anybody else's restraints. You see, it's going in 5 different directions. And it could be 5 different aspects of your life being stretched to their brink, but you are holding strong. And you're probably doing that by choosing to be happy. Oh, what a beautiful reading for the collective. For the other party, big yikes. Big yikes for you. Big yikes for that card that came out. Yuck. Guys, and I'm going to stop shuffling and be serious for a moment. The worst thing you can do when you've been hurt by someone is wish them ill. When I think about that, I always think if you dig a grave for one person, dig one for yourself. Any energy, the universe is cyclical. It's going around. Whatever you throw out there must come back to you. So let them do their harm. Let them. Put up barriers against yourself. Protect yourself and move on. The biggest protection you can have is choosing to be happy. And choosing to be happy means doing good. And maybe I'll speak for myself. In one of my worst moments this year, I said, I am in so much pain. I don't know how to make this pain stop. Maybe if I do something to make somebody else feel better, I will feel better. No, I did not feel better immediately. No, it took quite a while before I felt better. But I continue to do good things for other people. When you pour good into the world, it has no place to go but to come back to you. And you do the good and you release it. You don't do it thinking, oh, can't wait for it to come back. No, you say, I'm going to do something good. And when the opportunity arises for you to do something good, do it. Do it. And if you miss an opportunity, don't beat yourself up. Don't whack yourself over the head. Ooh. I said one more card. Now let's get one more card for this person in your energy who did that nastiness. That is so unkind. But this is the thing. Unkindness has to come back to you. That's why I choose not to be unkind. The worst anyone in my life can say, the worst I will do is I'll cut off contact. That's what you're going to get. I'm just going to stop. I'm not going to deal with you. Because guess what? That is self-protective and that is harmless. To pull myself away, completely harmless. Nobody gets hurt in that. Now, if you take that as an insult and you get hurt, I don't know what to tell you, Playboy. I can't help you with that, sir or man. And a lot of people, especially because this has around work, a lot of people at my job, they know. Someone even told me, oh, you don't forgive. And I was like, I do forgive. I just don't go back for seconds. You got one good time to play in my face. And then I'm like, oh, I'm done. So let's see what we can pull for this person. Let's see what we can pull for them. Ooh, 2 cards fell out. 9 of Cups and card 13. Look at how these cards lay on top. I'm not going to even say what the message is. I'm going to let the collective come to their own message. 9 of Cups and card 13. Look at the imagery of how these 2 cards have laid together. I'm not going to say nothing else. And look at the rest of our pentacles. Look, the 2 of Pentacles and the 3 of Pentacles. Look at them. I mean, the 2 and the 4. Maybe I can't count. The 3 and the 4. All the rest of the pentacles are out. This person must reap what they sowed. And can I say, I don't read reversals, but the 9 of Pentacles came out in reverse. That's what they're going to get back. Anywho, let's get some dice on ya. Let's get some dice on ya, collective. This is a crazy one. Whatever this emotional connection was that drove this person to do what they did, it's really sad for them that they couldn't just take the no with grace, that they couldn't just see that there was an opportunity for them to grow. It's sad. Let's get some. Oh, all the dice came out, so I get you get all the dice. We got 4, 3, 3, 5, 15, 8. Very good. And those are major arcana too. Oh, the Empress? No, the High Priestess. The Empress, right? Card 4? Or is that the Emperor? Lord of mercy. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. So 3 is the High Priestess. 3 is the Empress. Okay. Card 15 we have out already. That's... No, card 15 is not out. Card 15 is the Devil. Card 5 is the Hierophant. And card 8 is... Ooh. The Chariot. Big yikes. This is a lot of energy. This is a lot of energy, collective. Let's... Oh, I didn't even shake it up. I just grabbed. Okay. We got E. We got O. We got K. We got 2. We got I. We got yes. We got H. We got F. We got soon. We got 7. We got S. We got R. We got U. We got another 8. And this one wants to come out. We got 1. Now let's get you some gems. Oh, goodness. Don't start with your jumping again. Oh, this is a lot. Okay. We got a feather. This is the first time this feather has ever come out. We got a nice little green dragon. This has come out in every pile. The acorn. We got a 4-leaf clover. We got the black rose. Someone's hurting. We got a token. I'm not sure what this... What does that say? We got a snake. We got an A. We got... This is a gun. You know what it reminds me of? I'll kill you with a gun. I can't say it. I can't say it on YouTube. But if you know that reference, we got a skull. We got a wheel of fortune. We got a porcupine, or is that a hedgehog? That looks like more like a hedgehog. We got ourselves a nice little bat. We got another little acorn. We got a skull, a half a skull. Another, we got the eye. We got the sun. We got the star. If there's a moon here, I'm going to cry. That's a lie. I'm not going to cry. I'm going to be, we got, I forget what this is called, but it's like a skull from an animal in the desert. And we got what appears to be some kind of astrological whatnots. Something fell, but I didn't see where it went. So, oh, I got it. Look at who made another appearance. The metal feather. Okay. Oh, it's another one. We got another astrological sign. I don't know what that one is. Okay. Pile 3. Excuse me. Stickah 3. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I love the energy that came with these cards. And if you know this person at work that is trying to tie your hands, that is trying to make it hard for you to progress, ignore them. And like you were instructed to do, keep working on it. Keep working on it. Don't let anyone get in your way. And you never have to let them know that you know what they're doing. Just move with light and love and let it be. Okay? A lot of 8s on the board too. I hope this was helpful. And I hope that you all learn and grow from this. And you all... You already know who I'm thinking of when I say that. So yeah. Thank you for being here with me at Fire Moon Tarot with Dainty Doe. Bye-bye.